Welcome back, folks. It's gonna be more of a serious video because it's just I really don't like where the space of Pokemon is going right now. How every card is hyped up and everything is just going to the moon. I used to remember the days when we had $90 booster boxes, $100 booster boxes, or even $80. There was a point in time where booster boxes could be bought for less than $90. And ETBs were being sold for $25, $30. And right now we are in a market where booster boxes now $200, $250, and ETBs are selling for $100, $150. And keep in mind, those that are selling for $250 booster boxes and $150 in ETB are newly released sets that Pokemon releases, and they're always hyped up for some reason. Like, it all started after Surging Sparks released and the cards got leaked. Well, not after it got released, after it got announced and the cards got leaked. People starting selling their pre-orders for more. So stores added a couple dollars to their pre-orders, and Sharding Sparks became the first hype set to release before the boom. And now we have Prismatic that are already released. We have Journeys Together, and Destined Rivals is going to be released in a couple of weeks. It's actually going to be released next week. I'm pretty sure next week it's going to be released. And that is honestly scary to think about, that you can't find anything, even in stores, even at Walmart, Target. Everything is getting scalped, everything is getting bought because there's two reasons, I guess, or more than two reasons. Number one is scalpers. They want to resell for more. And number two is people are worried that they're not going to find any more Pokemon cards. So they're buying out the whole entire stock so they can have Pokemon cards to rip whenever they want. And I feel like most people are actually doing that. They're buying out like most of the cards just to have some cards laying around so they can open it. And there's also, some bad apples like scalpers and reseller. Well, there's the same thing. And I wouldn't really say investors are the problem right now. It's more of the scalpers and people hyping up sets before they're even released, or leaks. Pokemon card leaks. They're like, right now, the newest set that has been announced is Black Bolt and White Flare. Two different sets. And we have had some leaks of Pokemon cards. We had Chandelier, I think it's what it's called. It just got leaked like a couple days ago. And I think like a week ago we got the whole entire starter lineup. Tech Pig and the other three, Snivy. And honestly, they look beautiful, but like, people are already hyping it up. The PC ETBs dropped in Pokemon Center, and they're already going for $250, if not more, for just one. And I really don't like where this is going. I don't really like this. People are actually just scalping the heck out of this set just for them to resell it and get like $30 more. Well, not really. It's $60. I'm selling it for $240, $250. So they're making like $150 besides, packaging, shipping, and label and all that. So they are making a decent amount of money, but like, really, man, like, you came to a game that is supposed to be, it's supposed to be a hobby, not really a type of, quick flip kind of thing. Like shoes, I get shoes, there's Jordans, those are popular, like, millions and millions of people know about that. But Pokemon, I feel like it's just a certain amount of people that actually know about Pokemon. And once money gets involved, everybody wants it now. You know, a couple months ago, nothing was valuable. You know, Shrouded Fable came out, Stellar Crown came out. Nobody really wanted any of those sets. But then Surging Sparks, Prismatic Evolution was the beginning of everything. Prismatic Evolutions for one pack was selling for $25 and whatnot. That app is so stupid. Honestly, there have been so many scams through that app. A prismatic scam was, happened, and it's just dumb. This hobby is not a hobby no more. It feels like a job, honestly. Like, you have to go to every Walmart if you want Pokemon cards. You have to wait until the restock happens every week. You gotta get there and hope you get there early before other people go. There's a lot of people who there's one person who put an air tag in a distributor vehicle, and he posted it on TikTok, and now he's saying that it's a joke. That's kind of weird, like, why would you joke about that? But you just have to, like, stay on top of things. Is like I said, it's basically a job. You gotta write down the times they come, how many times a week they come, and you have to go to every Walmart to see if there's stock or not. And it's basically a job. It's so dumb. And me, that I'm a child, well, not really a child. I'm in high school. I'm in school, so I don't have the chance to go out to every Walmart every single day and look for a product because, I'm in school. But right now, summer is coming up, and apparently, summer is the time where the downturn happens, where everything calms down. Except, I don't think this is going to happen because right now, everything is hyped up and everything is beyond savable. That's what I feel like. I feel like it's beyond savable because Black Bolt and White Flare are coming out, and that says already getting hyped. Megas are getting introduced, so that's gonna be even more hyped. If Charizard is the main character in a set with two of the Mega forms, Mega X and Y, then it's gonna go crazy and it's not gonna stop. We have to get a set that flops. We have to get a set that nobody likes and everything comes back to normal. We probably need like 2 or 3 sets like that are bad, terrible. You know how people were saying that Scarlet Violet was terrible, Temporal Forces was terrible, Paldea Evolve was terrible. Obsidian Flames, people were saying Obsidian Flames are terrible before they actually enjoyed and looked at the cards. And now that's all they want. They want Paldea Evolve. They want the SIR Charizard from Obsidian Flames. Even 151, there was a point in time where 151 was stocked everywhere. And if you don't believe me, that's on you, but look online. It was everywhere. Shelves were stocked with 151. And, I just joined July of last year, so it's about to be a year that I've been in this, this space of Pokemon cards, and it wasn't that crazy, but now it is. But yeah, 151 was everywhere. It wasn't as crazy. Nobody liked it that much. Charizard it was cheap. I heard that it was the lowest, I think it was like $60 for the Charizard. Right now it's going for like $200. Really crazy. And it's just, when are we going to see some healthy downturn? Like, we need everything to be stable and come back down. Just at least a little bit. At least let booster boxes be MSRP, 160. And ETB's MSRP like $50. They went from $50 to $150. That is honestly crazy. And, I just hope the day comes where everything comes back to normal. booster boxes can be bought for $80-$90, which a lot of people are saying that they're not, they don't believe that we're gonna get booster boxes like that anymore, that cheap. And they might be right or they might be wrong, you never know. Lastly, I just have to say that, it's just crazy. Crazy, this thing, And I just hope it comes back to normal, We need a new era, new, Scarlet and Violet Gen. No, not Scarlet and Violet. Gen 10, I think it is, the new gen. We need that to flop. Every new era in every new gen always flops. Scarlet and Violet flopped so bad that nobody actually wanted it. Scarlet and Violet was selling for, I think, below $80 at one point in time. I believe I could have bought in like probably like 3 booster boxes for $160. And yeah, it sounds crazy, but it's true, Every single time there's a new gen, a new era coming up, since there's new Pokemon, I feel like people don't like it until they actually see them. They actually pull the cards, the hype cards. But, I just hope that everything calms down once Gen 10, I think it is, comes out. Which is going to be crazy, but let's just hope and pray that it calms back down. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.